established itself as the world's leading network for top careers and education. We are now more than 250 colleagues, and there are more than 30 plus languages spoken in-house. And here's what we do and who we do it for. The company is committed to enriching communities by providing independent expert advice. Expert advice that will help candidates and educators to make the right career and education-related decisions. So in context of this presentation, we strive to provide the most trusted rankings, ratings, and benchmarking of higher education. In this spirit, our independent experts at the heart of QS, delivering customer and results-focused, trusted research, and I'm one of these experts. Originally from Germany, I joined QS in 2007, and since then I'm the acting QS Intelligence Units Research Manager. And that means I'm in charge of data knowledge management of our global and regional rankings projects. So when I joined QS, the company, our world university rankings were still, let's say, at the toddler stage, and I was growing with it. Then, in 2008, we established our QS Intelligence Unit as a distinct unit within QS, and since then we are unstoppable. We launched 3 regional rankings: Asia in 2009, Latin America in 2011, BRICS in 2013, and 2014 will see the Arab rankings emerging. Our main target audience are and always will be our prospective students, but I would also like to view our rankings projects as a bridge, as a construction that connects them and their parents with other stakeholders and, of course, the universities themselves. So the desire for comparative information is certainly in all of us, and the initiation of rankings has undoubtedly made it easier for us as individuals to access information about an institution as a whole that will assist with a choice. But having said so, it also comes with a massive big pile of challenges. And here they are. So for example, collecting complete and accurate data, identifying relevant indicators, and a strong yet practical methodology. Well, it comes very easy out of my mouth. It's easily said, but it's incredibly difficult to do. And that's why I'm here today talking to you. With regard to the performance of universities, the challenge lies in introducing measurements which capture excellence and also recognize diversified work within the institution. So once found, these measurements require looking after, and the complexity is just substantial. We at QS believe that the key features shared by any university are teaching quality, strength in research quality, internationalization, and graduate employability, which as a unique lens is an essential inclusion in every QS assessment. Now, utilizing the most recent data available, the main rankings table is compiled based on 6 distinct indicators which carry different weights. So as you can see, 50% is based on quality, our reputation surveys, and 50% is raw data refers to the quantitative side. So whilst the global ranking seeks to identify truly world-class universities, a regional ranking needs to adapt to the realities of the region in question. And the narrow geographic focus enables a richer data set, potentially. It places universities of the region into direct competition with each other and stresses a particular definition of the region. So digging deeper also gives us a much deeper insight. And this is exactly the fact Professor Mumba already mentioned this morning. With our World University rankings setting the scene and credentials for our regional projects, we have introduced inbound and outbound exchange students for the Asian rankings. And instead of evaluating citations per faculty, we are looking at quantity and quality of research output, and this is in form of papers per faculty and citations per paper. We kept the latter two also for our Greeks and our Latin rankings. Now, in addition, both saw the inclusion of staff with PhD. And exceptional for the Latin rankings, I want to highlight the web-based component. Please note that the ratings vary per region, and that means different importance is placed on different aspects within. Now, rankings are a sole source of information pertaining to quality, but they should also be seen as a tool that can help improve transparency and accountability in the global market. With this in mind, we have initiated a survey that provides you with an opportunity to voice your thoughts on the finding of indicators for our new regional project, the Arab University Rankings. The survey is available in English and Arabic. It is currently referring to the Arab League countries only, but I will introduce a free textbook particularly for potential respondents that would like to take the survey but who are not located in one of these countries. So we ask you to provide background information, institutional information, and we ask you about data availability at institutional level. We then ask respondents to identify key indicators according to feasibility, applicability, and priority. Feasibility stands for the accessibility of data and the level of complexity. Applicability is dealing with the question whether the indicator is actually appropriate to the region. And priority stands for the importance within the higher education of the country or the region. I now want to share first results so far. However, I have only executed the survey campaign last week. So responses we present here are only a very, very small number of potentials. But certain trends start already to crystallize. So we have responses from 8 different countries so far, with the UAE being the most active one. The majority of responses came from public, young institutions with a student body of over 12,000. When asked for the type of evaluation system respondents would prefer, the interest in rankings is clearly ahead of ratings. The data availability at institutional level then suggests that information on exchange students might be difficult to obtain. Various data on domestic students and faculty is accessible and at a level of complexity we would require. Now, based on the 4 key features which capture excellence and recognize the diversified work within an institution, we can see following trend for research quality. Academic reputation and papers per faculty are indicators considered with the highest importance within the higher education of the region. This is indicated by little number 5. And they are combined with high data availability and also appropriateness to the region. But we can also see that arts-related outputs are considered as very important, but we will certainly fail on feasibility and applicability. Now, as for teaching quality, faculty-student ratio and staff with PhD and graduates pursuing further study are thought to be of the high importance. But for the latter, we might struggle to access data, and this is indicated by a very blank space for feasibility so far. In terms of graduate employability, alumni startup companies are viewed as most important within the region. But it might not be most appropriate indicator for a new ranking in the region. Various employer reputation scores rank highly in accessibility of data and appropriateness. Now, for internationalization, we actually suggested 13 potential indicators. So I had to use 2 slides. These internationalization indicators also include all the exchange and visiting aspects of an institution. So what we can see here is that international research collaborations and international faculty staff are the outstanding indicators in terms of feasibility, applicability, and importance. Now, in addition to these key features, we are also asking about your opinion on university output, innovation, third mission, and infrastructure. And if any of the suggested indicators receive outstanding reviews, we will consider it for potential inclusion. But, well, that is the story so far. Definitely not the end of it. and we are still at very early stages. And I'm extremely curious whether I would like, or whether I would actually be able to report back to you the same results in a few weeks or months' time. In conclusion, our current ideas suggest a methodology that might be very similar to the Latin American or BRICS rankings, with a reputation survey forming 50% of the methodology, referring to staff with PhD, faculty-student ratio, and we may also look at research output divided into quality and quantity of it. Well, you can still be part of this project, and here's a link, but I'm not expecting you to scribble it down quickly. So please feel free to send me an email and just put potential indicators for our ranking in subject line. No need to write anything more. I will then forward you the link straight away, or alternatively, just leave me your business cards and I proceed accordingly. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Are you prepared to accept some questions?
Well, if there are any, yes.
Yeah,
Do you have a few minutes?
We've got a few minutes with the deputy from the QS Intelligence Unit. I'm sure you've got lots of burning questions. There's a gentleman at the back there. Perhaps we can begin with you, sir. We'll get a microphone to you. We've got 10 minutes. Bear us time.
Thank you very much.